Yo, people, what's going on? Back again with another footy talk. Lewis is back, bruv, and the midweek mid-off is approaching, fam. What are you telling me?
Bro, I want this season over, man. I'll be so real with you. I'm done with this. Like, I'm just waiting for you lot to put the final nail in the coffin. Because, I don't know, my confidence is done now. Like, I don't know if you watched the game. I hope you didn't. But
No, just saw the
we didn't
highlights.
beat a, we didn't beat a 10-man Burnley with no manager. And I'm meant to believe we could even beat Man United. I'm meant to even believe we can beat Sheffield United.
Bro,
I
that was
got
a
no
weird game, though. I can't lie, because if you look at their two goals, the first one was a zinger, yeah. Just dropped to my man and he said,
Yeah.
fuck it, let me hit it, innit? Like, there's nothing really you could do about it. The second one's just a silly set piece, innit, that you shouldn't be conceding, but
we were
like,
threatening to concede off that all game. And to be honest, that's been a problem for us all season. Defensive and defensive set pieces. We absolutely suck at them. We don't know what we're doing defensively.
Oh, fairs. Do you know what I'm saying? Because yeah, I only saw the highlights, innit?
They nearly got a third off a set piece.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Jay Rodriguez off the bar and then he skies the second shot and they're down to 10. They're 19th.
But you know what's crazy
break
though
them
with
down.
Chelsea though? But we've been saying it all season, yeah. It's like Chelsea always perform at the level of their opponents. It's like if you play dead teams, you play dead. If you play good teams, you play good. Like it's been like that all season, pretty much. Like it's weird. So you don't know what Chelsea's gonna turn up, bro. We might see a completely different Chelsea against Man United. Completely different one.
I don't know, you know, because I thought that going into our last game, and you lot bopped us off the park. I think one of the few teams that you've actually bopped off the park over 90 minutes.
I don't know. That game was open. It was proper end to end. Both teams could have scored loads of goals in that game. That game could have been 4-4, bro, from what I remember.
Yeah, but we only really made chances in like the last 20 minutes of the no, not the last 20 minutes of the first half, last 10. And then there was a little flurry towards the end of the game. Enzo could have scored a back heel. I think there was one other chance. But overall, you were ripping us apart. We could barely get out of our half. Like, you lot were tearing us apart. And you lot don't usually play like that.
We don't.
That's what worries me. It's like we can make Man United look good. We can let a 10-man Burnley leave with something at home. Where's the fear factor? It's non-existent. Anyone can think, all right, cool, it's Chelsea. Just survive the first half. It will be fine.
I don't know. I feel like this is a dead 0-0 game, or it's like a 3-3 6-goal thriller or something like that. This game, but I can't look past the draw, innit? I can't see us going to what is this? It's at Stamford Bridge, innit?
Yeah.
I can't see us going Stamford Bridge and winning, bro. Like, I'll be real. Like that, we don't travel well there anyway.
I don't blame you for thinking that, because like you guys aren't necessarily in a great position yourselves, but
yeah.
Now we have no consistency about us. Like the only thing I can say for us is okay, our forward line is scoring a bit more than we were last season. I believe we can get a goal from somewhere.
I think you lot have scored a lot more goals than us, though, from what I recollect.
Yeah, our forward line's been a bit better, but we've also still been very wasteful. It's just controlling games over the 90 and defensively. We absolutely suck defensively this season.
Yeah.
And now Gusto's pulled up with a hamstring as well. We don't know how long he's out for.
Oh, if that's a big miss for you lot.
We don't have another right back. It'll have to be Gilchrist or Disassi or Chalobah doing up right back shifts.
Yeah. Damn.
So, like, I hear what you're saying. Man United ain't necessarily great, but I have no reason to believe we can win this game.
I hear that, but like someone said in the chat, and which I completely agree with, yeah. Neither fan base knows what to expect from their team. This is what kind of makes this game interesting, if that makes sense. Even though we're both playing rubbish, none of us know what to expect.
Yeah, well, we're both just in a mess. That's all. But whatever you do, we do worse. That's why we can't get above you in the table. So, regardless of how bad it is for you guys, you ain't us.
Yeah.
Even from a managerial perspective,
I don't know, bro.
Fraud, but I think we got a worse fraud.
I don't know, bruv. I don't, bruv. Honestly, like, I don't think that Chelsea are in as bad a spot as Man United. I don't. I just think
Long term, I hear it. As
no,
of
but
right
even
now,
short
though,
term, bro. Even short term, brother. You know what I mean? Because it's one of them ones where when I look at this Chelsea team, I look at a team that's got loads of good players, loads of good young players, and they don't look like they lack belief. It just looks like it's just not happening for them at the moment. Like my team literally looks like no one believes in the manager, no one believes in themselves, and the manager doesn't know what he's doing, but the manager thinks he knows what he's doing. The whole thing is a mess, bro. The whole thing is
with
a
us,
mess.
we don't even look like a team half the time. We
Yeah,
look
but
like
even if
individuals.
but that's better because if we both look like individuals,
I would.
I'd rather
That's,
have your individuals than our individuals. I would. If I was a manager, and someone gave me Chelsea's team or Man United's team, give me Chelsea's team, bro. Because I've got young players that I can mold and do certain things with, This Man United team is full of bare man
but
that
these players aren't being molded. We're still at the starting point.
my players have been with this manager for 18 months. Everyone's declined. We just got no nothing, bro. Like, I can't lie. This Man United team, I don't think people understand, how bad this team is, bro. Like, I mean, collectively, I don't necessarily mean man for man. Do you know what I'm saying? I just mean as a team. It's awful, bro. Like, we've got Mount, McTominay, Garnacho, Rashford, like Hoyland, all these guys, bro. Give me Cole Palmer, Give me Nico Jackson, Give me those players before Rashford and flipping Garnacho, bro. Like, bro, I'd rather have no striker than have Hoyland. I'd rather have no striker and just
So
play.
I'd rather have no 10 than Gallagher, but I don't have a
Yeah,
10 because he goes into DM
I'd
or
rather
left
play
wing or
Cole
right
Palmer
wing.
in. I'll play Cole Palmer in the false nine and have no striker rather than have Hoyland, bro. Like, he offers nothing, bro. Like, that Man United front three, I would rather not have any, bro. I'd rather have Raheem Sterling, bro, than have Garnacho. And I can't stand Raheem Sterling. I'll be real. Like, that's how bad this Man United attack is. Bruno Fernandes, bro. Give me Enzo over Bruno any day, bro. Give me Caicedo over McTominay any day, bro. I'm telling you, this Chelsea team is not as bad as what you're seeing, bro. It's not.
Player for player, I hear it. I hear it. Like, we might be underperforming, but I put that more down to the manager than the individuals. But because of the manager, they're not being played to their full potential, which is
No,
why I can't go
100%.
into games like this and have faith. Talk about how individualism is better. I hear it, but it didn't work to our advantage against Burnley because everyone tried to take the game individually. Led to a bunch of selfishness and a bunch of wasted opportunities to get easy goals.
Yeah.
So that's where a structure could be a little bit better for us, but we don't have one. Our manager literally admitted that we are PMP, Palmer and pray. That's all we do. Give the ball to Cole Palmer and hope, because we don't set up structurally defensively or offensively. It's just vibes and running and endless running until you get injured. And if you get injured, he's going to make you run even more because that's his ethos. And we have a bunch of young players who haven't grown into their bodies and they're being overworked to death by this idiot, which is why we pull another injury every single week. We'll probably have another player out with Gusto by Thursday.
Yeah.
So I get it. Like, you guys aren't in a great position either. Like, I'm not even trying to act like we're...
Yeah, because we need the players
We're
and a
worse
manager.
now,
Yeah.
but it's because of the coach.
We need the players and the manager. You just need the manager. Do you understand? Like, that's all you need, bro. So you're in a better position than us. Even though in the table it doesn't suggest that, bro. Man United's positioning is more worrying for me because it's like we've got these players and it's like almost the league position might nick some of these players an extra year at the club that don't deserve it. Do you see what I'm saying? Because if you do end up finishing 6th, it's better than finishing 11th or 12th. If we finished 11th or 12th, well, at least we've got the numbers there for man to point at these men and say, yo, this is our worst league position in however long, and you man are responsible for it. That's the problem. I would rather that we finish where Chelsea finished because then we've got tangible evidence. Whereas I know what I see with my eyes, but the manager will turn around and say, cool, we finished in Europe. if that happens. That's what he'll say. That's what he will
Regardless of the
say,
league
bro.
position, our managers might last another season if they fraud the cup.
Nah. I reckon the decision's been made on our manager already from what I've been hearing. So I don't even a cup don't save this guy.
For your sake, I hope so. But for us,
A
I
cup don't
don't
save
know.
him.
If we fraud the FA Cup, they might give him another season, and that scares me. That really scares me. We can't be doing this again next season. This project has been on pause for too long, let alone give it to him again just because we want to act like we've done something and we've given him time and he's rewarded us with an FA Cup.
Yeah.
No, get in the bin. We are 11th in April now, not 11th in March or 11th. We could be 13th by the end of today.
Why? Whoa, how?
Right, so
That's
Fulham
crazy.
and Bournemouth, I think, are both playing today.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just get the league. Let me just get the Premier League fixtures up. And I think if they win, then they go above us because they're 1 and 2 points ahead of. 1 or 2 points behind us. Yeah, Bournemouth play Palace, and Fulham play Forest. Both of them could genuinely get results.
Right.
Yeah. But they both need victories because we got better goal difference. Just if they both win their games, we're 13th going into that game on Thursday.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's not likely, but it's still a worry to think that it could even be that in the first place, my bro.
And then
Yeah,
what
it's
happens if
still
we
a
don't
worry.
beat you guys? Then we go into the next match day and they can do it again.
Yeah. Yeah, but you know what, bro? Honestly, this is so funny because we are two of the most devastating football clubs, yeah, probably in the last 20 years. And we're talking about who's worse, bro. Man United versus Chelsea used to be titles, you know. This used to be like, yo,
I
if we
grew
can
up on
get a
it
point at the
being
bridge,
the fixture.
bruv, it was
I used to
crazy.
hate United, but it was in a way of respect where it's like, all right, we got to be above United to win the league. It's us
Bruv, it used
versus
to be
United.
either
Toe to
FA
toe
Cup
for everything.
finals or race for the Premier League. And now we're
UCL
both saying,
finals.
yeah, Champions League finals. And now we're still saying, yo, who's worse? Like, this is what the whole build up to the game's gonna be. Neither fan base knows, yeah. Neither fan base knows what they're gonna get. Do you know what
It's
I
been
mean?
like this for
Even
2 seasons as well.
exactly, but bro, it's just like in my head, even if I get the best version of Man United, it's rubbish. I don't even know what the best version of Man United looks like because I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it in so long, bro. Like, I haven't seen it this season. So I can't even tell you what a good performance looks like for us, bro, because I haven't seen it.
Our best performance was against a Middlesbrough team with 16 injuries.
There you go. You know what I mean, bro, we struggled against Newport, bro. So I don't even
We
know.
struggled against Preston. We struggled against AFC Wimbledon in League 2. I could go toe for toe.
Nah, it's mad, isn't it? We suck, man. It's so bad, you know.
This fixture is so rubbed.
Nah,
I
it's
want to get this
awful.
fixture. I want to get this season over because, like, all my joy, all my hope is finished.
Yep.
I was saying we were meant to be winning our next 4 games, including Burnley, and we fumbled the first one to a 10-man Burnley with no coach at home.
Yeah.
I don't know where the faith's meant to be after that game.
Yeah,
Even looking at Sheffield United's away, I'm thinking we have the opportunity to do something hilarious to everybody except this fan base and make that game difficult. Leave
I
that
hear
game
it.
with a draw or worse.
I hear it, bro. Man, they were talking about a Mount Dagger, you know, for Pochettino. I died, bro. I can't lie. It was so poetic that Mason Mount scored, yeah. He scored coming off the bench for Man United. It was written, bro. Do you know what I mean? It was written after him being out for so long, coming on. I just had a feeling he would score. He bagged.
He'd
You
be
know what I mean?
motivated for this game as
Yeah,
well.
and we still didn't win. But what's there to be motivated about? It's not like Chelsea didn't offer him the contract, bro. Chelsea offered him a contract. He wanted more money, and he left. So it's not even a beef thing, bro. Like, do you know what I mean?
Now
Chelsea ain't beefing
it'll
him.
be a beef thing when he starts getting booed all game, if he even
Oh, okay.
starts.
Yeah, no, he won't start. He won't start still. Do you know what I'm saying? But if he comes on,
Better off for him then.
yeah. But that's what I mean. But if
Because
he
I think
comes
it's
on,
going to be
yeah, he'll
long
get
when he
booed.
goes to take them corners at the Matthew Harding.
Yeah, he'll get booed for sure.
Yeah, but
He'll
even
get
then,
booked.
like, I'm more worried about him getting a dagger at the end of the game. I could see it being like a match where we take the lead, don't kill it off, concede late, typically, to United, typically, and then we're done. We go take a draw and nobody's happy at the end of it.
Yeah, I can't lie, bro. This just says it all, bro. Like we're literally nobody wants to say with chest that their team's gonna win.
I heard reports that Poch has to get a minimum of 7 out of his next 9 games.
What
Now, for
wins?
what? No, 7 points out of his next 9. 7 points out of the next 9 available.
To do what?
I'm guessing keep his job, but like even then, it's like why are we
7
making
of
this decision
9.
in April?
That's crazy. Yeah, that don't even make no sense. What's Ornstein saying? Pochettino's situation will be reviewed in the summer. Don't imagine it be any earlier. I don't know of a movement to sack him at this point. I don't think there is one. Well, there isn't
No,
because the
no,
league's
I
nearly
hear
done.
that, but we heard the same things with Graham Potter, and then one defeat to Villa, and he was gone. But he had all the backing before that point, and then it just switched, just like that.
100%.
But if we were to sack Poch now, I don't even think I could celebrate. I'd just be so fuming with the timing of it.
Yeah, they're
Any
taking long
excuse
enough.
to sack Poch now, I could have told you in December. Could have told you earlier. But you want to wait till April, where the season's basically finished. Could have
Yeah.
salvaged our season time ago. You could have got rid of him at Old Trafford. That was one of the biggest sackable offences going. Or when he lost to Everton away the game after. Or when he lost to Wolves the away game after. Could have sacked him when we lost 1-0 to a Middlesbrough team with 16 injuries. Could have
Yeah.
sacked him when we lost 4-2 to Wolves at home. Could have sacked him when he lost to Liverpool, to a inexperienced Liverpool side after moaning about a lack of experience all season. But no, look, if we do it now, it kind of takes the joy away from it. Yeah, I'll be glad we're rid of that terrorist, but at that point, like it kind of ruins it. Kind of ruins it. If we get rid of him at the end of the season, good, get rid. Soon as the whistle blows, I want him gone. But now, it just don't make any sense. What will be the
I hear
idea?
it.
Lampard again on an interim. I
Yeah,
would
like it makes
genuinely
no
rather
sense,
keep
bro.
Poch.
If there's 9 games left, the season's done, innit? Like you just gotta give him the rope to continue to do what he's doing. That's how I feel about Ten Hag now, bro. I'm not pushing for this guy to get sacked now. There's no point. Do it in the summer. Do you know what I'm saying? Amidst the rebuild.
Yeah.
Like this thing here talking about Ratcliffe's camp, it went down badly. Of course it did, bro. Listen, this is what I've been saying to you guys, yeah, from the beginning. Jim has made it 100% clear, yeah, that he values good football. If you just read in between the lines of everything he's mentioned about the Eric Cantonas and the fact that Man United like Maverick players and entertaining football, and then referencing Man City, and then the fact that he went to Man City to get Barada in the first place. Wilcox was at Man City as well, who we've just brought in. Bro, there's no way that how the football looks doesn't matter to this guy, because he wouldn't have gone and got 2 Man City guys, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Wilcox was at Southampton, but he was at City first. So don't believe for a second, yeah, that aesthetics aren't going to play a point in the appointment of our new manager. They are. This manager's not surviving, bro. He is not surviving. That's one thing I know. So it's kind of like it's Bun Ten Hag, yeah, every single day of the week. But I know that his reign of terror is nearly over. Like I know it's
So you
nearly
have a
over.
little element of peace about it. So
Bro, I'm
I get
fully
that.
at
I'm
peace with
happy
it.
for you at least. One of us has that. I'm worried we're gonna give this bum another year.
Yeah,
Let him fraud the FA Cup, and they're gonna say, "Yeah, we progressed. We
I
got
think
knocked
there's a
out by
chance.
Man City last time. Now we beat Man City.
I
Yeah,
think there's a
keep
chance
him."
that Pochettino does stay, to be honest. He's saying we need to let the process develop and give them time to go from being unbelievable individuals with great skill to folding into a team. So, do you know what I mean? They might be taking the Arteta approach with Pochettino. Who knows? They might be.
The only thing that saves me is that they tried that with Potter and then it got to a point where they couldn't. I'm really hoping that, because you can't be watching this football and thinking, you know what? I see what you're trying to do, mate. I see what you're trying to do. What? Our defense has got worse. Our attack is literally individual brilliance FC. We suck at defensive set pieces. We suck at offensive set pieces. We have one good half in us a game, if that. Like, what are you going off? You're just going off, Pochettino's had a lot of injuries this season. Why do injuries follow Pochettino wherever he goes?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Yeah.
Maybe it's because he overworks. And why is it every ex-Poch player, when they talk about Poch's training, they just say, oh, we run. We do a lot of running. We run, we run. We don't stop running. When we're injured, we run even more. So where is the process? Unless it's just run these youth players into the ground so they're all washed by 25.
Yeah, I can't lie, it's spooky, bro. It's very, very spooky. I big up my man. He said they're all about PR. I don't trust people. But bro, the thing is, it's not even a PR thing, bro. Like when Jim was talking, yeah, these interviews, he wasn't talking about Man United per se. He was talking about his own personal experience with football when he was talking about being at the 99 final, when he was talking, and even he said we was rubbish in the 99 final. Like, I trust his football acumen enough to give him the benefit of the doubt until he proves to me otherwise, because he's spoken like somebody that genuinely takes an interest in football. And there's not many owners here that you can genuinely say takes an interest in football and understands football. Roman was one of them. And that's why he was such a good owner, because he actually understood football. He watched football. He had a passion for football. A lot of these other owners and these man, bro, like, do you know what I mean? Todd was talking about 4-4-3s and that, bro. So you gotta understand, that, like, it's a completely different ball game, innit? Like, this is not a business venture for Jim. Like, it's not. The brother already said he makes more money in chemicals, innit? Like, this is just a brother that wanted to own the club, that owns the club, innit? And I genuinely believe that he's watching this football and thinking, yo, this is an absolute disgrace. And you can see Brailsford's face when he's watching the game as well. The man ain't cracked a smile since they arrived.
Meanwhile, with us, I'm seeing Igbali and Bowley at the Carabao Cup final. I'm thinking, you lot watched that game and you still kept him. Like, what? You saw us literally fold against under 18s. I'm thinking, you know what, let's take this to penalties. We don't want to take the game to Jadon Dans and McConnell and whatever NPCs they spawned out of Anfield. No, let's just sit back. Let's just sit back. Oh, but we don't have enough experience. We don't have enough experience. Our manager moans about all season. It's a joke. The excuses around this club are an absolute mess.
Yeah, it's mad. Oh, big up everyone inside. Make sure you run up the likes. You know what it is. This Joao Neves link won't go away. To be fair, I've not seen this guy play for 90 minutes. I've only seen highlights. And I don't know what to make of him, to be honest. 86 million is a lot. 86 million is a lot.
I've barely heard anything about this player.
Bro, he's a ball winning. He's a combative, like, ball winning midfielder, innit? Like, but I can't lie. After all the hype around Enzo, yeah, and then seeing Enzo come to the Premier League, yeah, and not hit the ground running, paying 86 million for another player from the Portuguese league to me sounds like a finesse to me. I'll be honest. Like, this guy looks decent, but do you know what I mean? Like, 86 million is crazy. It's crazy to me. Like, for me, I'm not involved in that. We've been linked with ball playing centre backs. Obviously, we've been linked with Brantwaite, we've been linked with Bremer, and I don't know. The noise looks like we're looking at 2 centre backs, which is not a bad thing. That's why I really think that we're gonna get a ball playing manager, bro. I honestly do, because the kind of the profile of the players that we're getting linked with is the only thing that's promising for me. We're not getting linked with no PMP scrubs. That's the only thing. So I can't lie. I'm all right.
We're only getting striker links, if anything. The odd left back link, but it sounds like we're gonna get rid of Cucurella over Chilwell, which I don't understand. Chilwell's an injury crock and he sucks. Cucurella at least stays fit and he gives you a good game 4 times out of 5. Those are actually no. We're apparently looking at a centre back too. There's going to be Chalobah and Silva leaving. Silva's been booked to leave for most of the season and he's on the decline, so I don't even really mind too much about that.
Chalobah, where do you think he's going? Saudi or something?
Nah, back to Brazil. I think he's going to one of his old clubs and he'll go retire there.
Decent.
And bro, head off to the sunset. You don't need to be dealing with this mess at your old
bro,
age.
He's got zero to prove in football, bro. Do you know what I mean? He'll go down as one of the greats of his generation. Like, he's got absolutely nothing to nothing to prove at all. So,
and even with his decline, like he's not being benched because he's declining. He's being benched because his wife was talking too much behind the scenes.
yeah. She's
And
been
put a
doing
tweet
way
out
too much.
after we lost 4-2 to Wolves saying something needs to change. And then Poch was like, yeah, your husband ain't playing no more.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. I remember when that happened. I was thinking, nah. Do you know what I'm saying? It's just like, what, you're trying to get your man in
Yes,
trouble,
he's
bro.
gone tonight.
You know what
Nope,
I'm saying?
Silver's gone.
Madness. She was
He
moving
ain't
mad
played a
with that.
minute since.
She was moving mad with that.
She's been like that since Silver joined. She called out Timo Werner in season 1, said this guy can't shoot. Cussed out Graham Potter, cussed out Poch. Like, let's be real, she went 3 for 3.
But
She
bro,
can
but
keep
this is the
talking
thing.
for all I care.
This is it. Like, man, them think, yeah, that they want a woman, yeah, that likes football until they end up with one, and it's the worst thing. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, why are you yapping for? You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you yapping for? Like, this
Like,
is
because them
exactly
two
what
are
it is.
sitting back after every game and rewatching it back and analyzing it. You know, they're both watching saying, what is this structure? Why are we set up like this? Why is our number 10 playing DM? Why have we got the left winger on the right hand side? Why have I got my right back playing on the left? They're probably cussing out Poch every night. She must have had enough of it after the Wolves game. Why are we not telling Sterling to press back? What's the big gap between the midfield and defense again? Why is Enzo playing left wing shifts and pressing the goalkeeper when he should be sitting deep?
No, it's facts. No, bro, listen, I've got loads of questions about Chelsea setup. I'll be completely honest, and I think it's all managerial, but I don't really have too many. I don't have too many like questions about the players, bro, because I think you've got some really good players.
Yeah,
You got
it's
some
just the
really good players.
experienced one. Gallagher, Chilwell, Sterling, get rid. And
Agreed.
past all of that, like I wouldn't mind going into next season with this squad and a few more additions. It's just
Yeah, but
survive,
you need the
survive this
additions you
season.
need. The additions you need, yeah. I personally think that you need a solid goalkeeper. I like Petrovic, yeah, but Sanchez
Hear it.
is rubbish. Do you know what I'm saying? And I
Petrovic is
feel,
all right, but the distribution also isn't
yeah.
really there.
And then you need
It's
a
just he don't
solid
take as many dumb risks as Sanchez does.
facts. You need a striker, a goalkeeper, and
Probably a
bro,
left
like
back,
me, yeah,
maybe a
yeah, and
centre
a
back,
left back because Chilwell's shit. Like that's about it,
maybe a
really.
centre back too. We're gonna lose
I
2
think
this season.
I don't know, even Cucurella, yeah, like it's like, bro, I don't think he's as bad as we're seeing, innit? Because we saw him
Yeah,
at
I agree.
Brighton. You don't go from being a good player to a rubbish player, innit? You don't. Like football doesn't work like that. So the Cucurella that we saw at Brighton, yeah, just needs to be used in a different system. Like that's all it is. Like Chilwell for me is absolute pants. But when I look at this Chelsea squad, it's not a squad that's far away. When I look at your attackers, bro, like bro, we got Hoyland, Rashford, and Garnacho, bruv. Like even
Yeah, you lot
Madueke,
are dying out there.
like Madueke is better than Garnacho, bro. Like bro, when I'm looking at all of your attackers, they're better than him, bro. Like all of them. Even Raheem, blood. Like when I'm looking at this Man United team, there's nothing there, bro. In attack, our attack is bleeding, bro. So you lot think you got a bad attack, but you're still scoring more goals than us.
I hear it. And my problem with the attack is more structural, if anything. Like
Yeah.
in terms of individuals, like I've said all season, we've upgraded from last season. Last season's the worst Chelsea attack I ever saw in my life. Those guys went 2 months in a row where they scored once. So like I know we've upgraded in that position. It's just in terms of manager. Oh, you could argue we downgraded from last season. As much as I criticize Graham Potter,
I think
we would have
so.
defended better than we did.
But
Than
also
we
Potter's
do
an
now.
actual coach. He's better. He's a better fit for the young squad that you have. You know what I'm saying? And you went with a manager instead. Like it was the wrong move, innit? But
yeah, I was Potter out at the time. In hindsight, if I knew what was coming after him, I would have been a lot more patient. I would have been like, you
but
know what, let's
bro,
just get through
that
this
was
season.
that's
Clear out
most fans
the
though, innit? Football works like that. It was the same with Man United. A lot of football fans were the same with
squad.
Van
When you
Gaal.
get to mid-table, it's like we shouldn't be here. 4 wins in 20, 2 in 18. Nah, you just got to go for that. That's why Poch, I don't even want to even delve into everything else that he's done wrong. It's just like I'm 11th in April. Leave. Before I even debate anything else about all long term, about all tactics and style of play and structure and all that, I'm 11th. Get out my club.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that.
Yeah, but Man United fans done the same thing with Van Gaal, and now in hindsight, they're looking at it saying, "Oh, maybe we should have been more patient." And this is the
Van Gaal
problem. At
didn't have
least he
you
was
lower than 5th, though, did he?
No, we finished 5th on goal difference and we won the FA Cup.
Yeah. So you're looking at it's a different perspective from that. Although I guess still standards to
No,
a point.
but still, because they were like, obviously Jose was available. They were like, right, we should be doing better. But bro, if you see the team, that we finished 5th with, bro, and the amount of debuts and the youth players he was playing, like, bro, he actually done a really, really good job. But at the time, these men still had that Ferguson like gas in the back of their mind. Do you know what I'm saying? It was still like in our head, we won the league 2 seasons ago. Like we should be doing better than this. That's what it is, and that's why context is super important in football, and a lot of the time it's lost. A lot of the time it's lost, and this is why I said with Man United right now,
turns into a stats game.
Exactly, but this is why I said with Man United right now, I'll take a coach right now. Do you know what I mean? I want the Zerbi, but even if we ended up with a Graham Potter, it's better than going and getting a Conte or something like that, because we're in the rebuild phase. We're gonna need to get players out, new players in, and we need to establish a style of play. That's what we need to do, bro. Like, we shouldn't be thinking about titles right now. We shouldn't be. Like, we need to build a new foundation. Like, even this quote, like, we will decide the style of football with the sporting director, and it will be United style of football, and the manager will have to play that style. That's what I'm saying. Like, so they're already deciding the style of football, and bro, he cares about the aesthetics. He's talking about a style of play, bro. Like, this manager is not surviving, bro. Man seeing links with Nagelsmann. I don't think Nagelsmann is in the running. I think it's between De Zerbi and Potter. And the reason why I think it's between them two is because they're both in the UK. They've both managed in the UK, and they both play a certain brand of football. And that's what I'm saying. Like, you look at Brighton, the way Brighton play. Ashworth was at Brighton. I just feel like it has to be one of them two. Nagelsmann, for me, I don't believe is of consideration, because Nagelsmann is not possession based in that way. It's more kind of frantic, and he supports Liverpool more. I don't think we're going down the Liverpool route. There's been links between Bayern Munich and De Zerbi, and also Nagelsmann going back there. I don't believe Bayern Munich would take De Zerbi for a minute, bro. I don't. Bayern Munich, bro, they didn't even like Pep, bro. I'll be honest. Bayern Munich like what they like, innit? They like a very specific style of football, bro. And I just don't think that them De Zerbi, nah. I could even see Hansi Flick going back there, bro. Do you know what I'm saying?
I'd hope so, but like the amount of clubs looking in for managers, and now Xabi Alonso's staying, it's another thing that worries me that we might end up keeping Poch, because I just don't know who's going to be in the market afterwards.
I think you're keeping him, bro. There's no one there. I think Amorim goes to Liverpool. Xabi stays where he is. Barca are looking at Hansi Flick as well. I think De Zerbi's more suited to Barcelona than to Bayern Munich. I don't think the Bayern Munich links to De Zerbi have any grounds. I think he's more likely to be a Barcelona manager. I think Flick or Nagelsmann, they'll probably. I think they'll keep a German manager, bro. Bayern Munich, like, I really do. Like, they hated Pep. Like, what the abuse that Pep was getting over there was crazy. So,
what was he get?
But they didn't like him.
I didn't know that.
They didn't like Pep, bro. They couldn't wait to get rid of him. I see Lothar Matthäus and other people like just cussing the style of play, bro. They don't even like Harry Kane, bro, because he drops deep, bro. They just like what they like. That's what Bayern Munich fans are like, bro. They just like what they like, bro. Like, if it's not the Bayern Munich kind of thing that they're used to, they don't fuck with it. I'll be real. So I can't see De Zerbi going to Bayern. I think it's us or Barca. That's what I think, and I really hope it's us.
We might end up having to take Tuchel back.
Hey, bro, it's crazy, you know.
Hey, if they told me Tuchel back or Poch stays for another season, roll through 2021 again. Get Tuchel back.
Yeah, that's mad. I like Thiago Motta.
At least we have a structure.
Yeah, thanks. I like Thiago Motta though, guys. I do, but bro, there's so many good Italian managers. Get me one of them.
Oh, Inzaghi as well. I would love Inzaghi.
Motta, even though he's Brazilian, he's Brazilian. It's Italian football.
Yeah, Sarri's gone at the end of the season. I'd wheel back 2019 and bring Sarri back.
Sarri ball was elite football, but you lot were complaining about that as well.
Oh yeah. I was beefing my fan base all season about that. You could see what Sarri was trying to do from match day 2. Match day 2, you could see. Match day 1, in fact, we were already cooking. It was only because our away record stunk and he never went to clap the fans that the fans were against him. But hey,
Yeah.
Pochettino, let's give him all the time in the world. It's everybody else's fault except him.
But that's the kind of manager I need. I need like a Sarri. Do you know what I mean? Like a Inzaghi, like a Motta, like that, bro. Do you know what I mean? That's why the Zerbi makes sense to me, because
No,
I
there might
need a
actually be
manager
a
that's
couple
rigid.
managers out there. Yeah. Get rid of him. Get rid of him.
I need a rigid manager, bro, that's just gonna play their football. I watched the Brighton Liverpool game, yeah, like, and I was watching it surgically, bro. I'm watching the way they play out and the way they break the press, and I swear down, hey, listen, bring that football to the theater. Honestly, like the football was crazy,
out here.
bro. 3 passes, you know, and they're in the Liverpool half. Like, this is what, man, I want to see, that incisive football. That's what I want to see.
I just want to see my players have an idea of what they should be doing in possession. Because we don't.
100%.
It's just make it up as we go along, and then we wonder why these players are all individualistic and they barely want to pass to each other. They barely know where each other is. They haven't had that drilled into their game, because all they do is just run. That's our tactics. Outrun the opposition. And hope that works. Oh no, now we have a bunch of injuries because they're all young. That's what you get for giving this project to Pochettino. That's why the directors also got to hold it too.
Facts. Hey, big up Safe for the super chat. So I don't agree about the Zerbi to United. You need a ready manager. No, we don't. Like Zidane is tactical. That's what you man need. We can't get the Zerbi. What trophies and what with his win percentage, bro? That's what I'm saying. These are lazy arguments. We don't need to worry about trophies. We don't need to worry about trophies. We're rebuilding the identity of the football club from the base, bro. We don't need to worry about trophies, bro.
Yeah, the Zerbi would give you a structure at least.
Well, exactly. You build a house from the ground up, bro. The roof goes on last, bro. Like, what are we doing? Like,
the only real question
that's
been with the Zerbi is defensively, and even defensively, it's like he has lost Colwell, McAllister, Caicedo, all in the space of one summer.
Bro, people say defensively, they lost 2-1 to Liverpool. We lost 7-0, bro. So when man are talking about the Zerbi's defense, it can't be worse than us, bro. We lost 7-0, bruv. And we concede 40-odd shots, 30-odd shots a game, bro. Brighton aren't conceding as many shots as us. So even this thing about the Zerbi defensively,
they've only conceded 6 more than you in the league, to be fair.
But there you go. That's
and
what
they've scored more.
Well, there you go. With the players 40, they have.
40.
This is what I'm trying to say. With the players,
hey, I hear it. I hear it again. The Zerbi over
if you look at these defeats,
yeah,
Brighton have had some 4-0s and stuff, a few heavy defeats, bro. That's why their thing looks like that.
The 6-1 at Villa, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? They've had heavy defeats, bro, but they probably average less goals conceded per game than us. That's what's mad. That we get smoked every game. This is what it is. We get smoked consistently, and this is exactly what it is. So again, this myth of the lack of defense is silly, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, man saying Brighton got slapped 4-0 by Luton. So what, bro? I remember when Liverpool lost to Aston Villa, they conceded 7, bro. Like, there's no point throwing out.
We conceded 3 against Luton. No, we nearly conceded 3
like,
against
bro,
Luton.
We lost 4-0 to Brentford. Like, when people throw out random results, it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything. Do you know what I mean? Because like loads of teams
look at Zerbi when he first walked in. He was playing better football than Potter was at Brighton at the time. So I get.
Well, exactly. And look at the players he's got at his disposal, bro. Like, it's completely different. And he plays, a very direct brand of football, but a very patient brand of football at the same time. That's what I like. It's direct, but he doesn't force it. He tries to get the ball forward in as few passes as possible. But at the same time, if the pass isn't on, he won't force it, bro. And that's the difference with these vertical football merchants here that just always want to force forward passes into players that are under pressure, bro. Like, it just don't even make sense, bro. Like, his football's solid. So people talking about trophies, again, like, it's nonsense.
What are you expecting from Brighton?
What's that?
No, so if you're talking about trophies, like, what are you really expecting from Brighton? Like, come on.
Exactly, but this is the thing.
He made a semi-final with Brighton probably speaks more.
But this is what I'm saying. Like, I'm looking at Thiago Motta as well. What people gonna say? Oh, he's not a good coach because he's not winning trophies and that, bro. Like, he's not meant to be winning trophies with the team that he's at. Like, that's what people need to understand, and that's why even Pochettino, to a certain degree, When he was at Spurs, I was like, listen, you can't use the lack of trophy winning to disqualify Poch, bro. Give him teams that he's meant to win trophies with, and then when he doesn't win them, then you can criticize him. That's when you can really criticize a manager, when they underperform with the players they have. But unless a manager's underperforming with the players they have, you've got no grounds for criticizing them. Like none.
That's why Poch wasn't really getting heavy stick until he went to PSG.
Yeah.
Because he was massively underperforming there. And he was doing the same thing he's doing here. Injuring players, playing players out of position, and there was no progression. Now we just see the carbon copy here, and it's actually scary seeing the similarities between his time at PSG and the time at Chelsea. Which is why I don't get why you'd give him another year.
Yeah.
Like, he has literally gone and shown that that's just him. That's just him. He's going to injure everybody. He's not going to improve anybody. And he's going to make excuses left, right, and centre while he's still there. Like, I had Messi playing DM. I had Messi getting 6 goals in a season like he's Neil Maupay. Lionel Messi.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And we want to keep him, what? Because he's getting the best out of Conor Gallagher and nobody else. Because we spawned Cole Palmer out of nowhere. Now act like he's got the best out of him. He's improved Palmer. No, Palmer walked in with that ability. He just needed a spotlight. He weren't getting that game time at City. He knew how good he was. So he was like, yeah, I'm out. That's it. I'm out. Because I know I can ball out anywhere else. Now he's carrying this club on his back. And we're acting like it's Pochettino. No, it's Palmer. Poch hasn't improved anybody. You could even argue Gallagher, but Gallagher's regressed since the first 2 months of the season, so even he don't count.
Yeah,
hasn't improved anybody. Just everybody's regressed, or it's just Cole Palmer, or it's just Palmer. Because even Jackson, people say Jackson's improved since AFCON. No, he already had the fundamentals in place. It was just the first half of the season he was missing so much more chances. People didn't care about that.
Yeah,
he always had the fundamentals in his game. So I can't even say him.
He's a good footballer. He's a good footballer.
Malo Gusto came in with that ability. What are we doing? Came in with that. Moises Caicedo, he came in with that ability. He was in team of the season arguments last season.
Yeah.
So he ain't improved anybody.
No, you're right. You're right. The reason why you brought in these players is because they had the ability in the first place.
Exactly. But now we're pretending none of them have them and they're all young and they're inexperienced, when if they are inexperienced, they need a good coach. That's all the more reason why you need a better structure and a better manager if they are young and inexperienced. That is why I've been saying for the longest, my biggest problem is this coach. Because his underperformance is what is throwing everything else under scrutiny.
It's
because of him, first and foremost, him. Because we shouldn't be 11th. You could have the argument about inexperience if I was 6th or 7th or even 5th. And then fine, I'll listen to all of it. I'm 11th in April. And what we're saying, we progressed because we made it to 40 points a month earlier than we did last season. Great.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Yeah, we're scoring more than we did last season. I could have picked any 5 random guys out of Stamford Bridge, played them up front for a season, and they'd bag more than the team did last season. Those are full of players who didn't want to be here and players that sucked whenever they put on the shirt. At least now we have players that want to be here long term. Instead, we have a manager driving them all into the ground.
Bruv, I couldn't argue. I couldn't argue with anything you said, bro. I'll be honest. So it just is what it is. But I can't lie. Yeah, it'd be amazing for content if they keep him, though. Well, for my content anyway, bro. Because, bro, like, I'm feeling good about United in the summer. I can't lie. I am in it. Man said more outsmarted than Zerbi. Bologna have conceded 25 goals. Bro, listen, Bologna are sick, yeah. He's doing an amazing job. He is an amazing defensive coach. Do you know what I mean? He's an amazing defensive coach. The main criticism for him from people has been that maybe they're not creating enough chances. But defensively, they're unbelievable. They're very patient, possession-based, and they have a lot of possession in their own half. But do you know what I'm saying? I don't... Listen, the football purists can appreciate Motta. Do you know what I mean? But I can't lie. The casual football fan can't appreciate him. Like, he's not a Man United manager, bro. Like, not from what these casuals want. Not at all, bro. Like, he's a patient manager. He's, again, a manager.
Say the football's boring and everything.
Yeah, 100%. They'll these men will be saying, "Oh, we're falling asleep." That's what they'll be doing. That's what they'll be doing. I'll be completely honest.
Bring me
But
back the
that's
Ten Hag ball where we were playing terribly every game, but you don't know what's going to happen.
yeah. But that's why I think the Zerbi's the best of both because he's patient, but then when he wants to get the ball forward, it's 3-4 passes. That's what we need, innit? That's what we need, in my opinion, bruv. So, like, I'm gonna keep rallying behind that kind of football until I know it's not happening, innit? Like Nagelsmann, I don't want, but like I said, if we end up with Nagelsmann, I'll back it in it because I just have to, bro. I just want to be positive about my team, bro. But they're just shit at the moment. It's very difficult to be. But Nagelsmann's got no Premier League experience and he's young, bro. So I don't really want him. I don't see how that works out. People are always talking rubbish about player power at Man United, like there's any more player power than at anywhere else. But if there's player power, you don't want to bring in 36-year-old Nagelsmann or 37. To me, that don't make sense. Because if there is player power, like what the hell is that gonna do?
Yeah. If it's player power, you need to bring in somebody who's, well, I'd say that argue you need someone who's a bigger name or anything. You just need someone who's got a consistent structure within the squad. With Nagelsmann, like, I think he had a couple fallouts in his time at Bayern. I remember him falling out with Lewandowski and a couple others.
Told him to go fuck himself, pretty much. Do you know what I'm saying? In German, like it was that. Lewandowski couldn't stand him because Lewandowski was like, yo, this brother's doing way too much, bro. Like, just get me the ball where I need the ball in it. And like he was trying to tell Lewandowski like where to be and all these other things, trying to micromanage. And you don't micromanage Lewandowski. I'm completely with Lewandowski in that aspect. The same way I was with Jack Grealish as well, yeah, when Pep Guardiola was doing all that bullshit after the game, bro. Like, I don't like managers, yeah, that try and micromanage football players, bro. I hate it. I feel like they ruin the game. And this is my problem with
You see the way football is now.
Yep.
Like there's not a lot of freedom left in the game.
There's none.
I say that with us to a point. We probably have too much freedom because there's no structure.
Yeah.
But with a younger squad like this, you kind of need less freedom for them. You need to tell them, no, you need to be in this position. You need to stay here.
Yeah, but I think in certain positions that's fine. Do you know what I mean? In certain positions that's fine, bro. But at the same time, in attacking areas, there needs to be more freedom, bro. Like when you're an attacker, yeah, and you dream of being an attacker, yeah, like the most fulfilling thing about playing in attack is the freedom that you're supposed to get, bro, to express yourself. If that gets taken away from you, like it's horrendous, bro. Like man don't want that. Like man don't want
that's
that,
why
bro.
Hazard never really liked Conte.
Well, exactly. But the funny thing is, Hazard hated Conte, but he was like, yo, like I played my best football under Conte. And that was because the structure behind him, yeah, was more rigid. So it allowed him to kind of do the Maverick thing. Do you know what I mean? But he said he hated training. I watched the Hazard interview with John Obi.
Yeah, because Conte wouldn't let him do his own thing in training.
Nope. Trying to make man play 2-touch and stuff like that.
The 2-hour tactical sessions and everything. He was like, no, I can't.
I had issues with that in futsal as well with one of my coaches as well, bro. You know what I mean? Because I like flair players. And when the coach is telling certain players, oh, you can only take 2 touches in your own half and stuff like that, it's like, bro, like I have not hired you. Yeah, bro, I have not hired you, yeah, to tell people how to play the game. I've hired you, yeah, to coach the players and coach the team, innit? Like when you're going to individual players and telling them to play a game that's not their natural game, you're making them worse, bro. Do you know what I'm saying?
Making
like,
them question everything about their game.
100%. As soon as you, yeah, make an instinctive player think too much, you've ruined them. You have to understand, yeah, what players' main assets are, and you have to utilize that and get the best out of them. And this is why, even with the Jude Bellingham thing for England, playing him in the 10, yeah, goes against all of the characteristics that he has as a footballer, even though he doesn't have many technical characteristics. All his physical characteristics suit a player that drives from deep and gets into the box. So why are you playing him ahead of the play? Like, it makes no sense, innit? And instead of trying to coach him to be a number 10, just play him in the position that he's supposed to be in. And this is exactly the problem with these managers right now, and this is why I can't stand Pep Guardiola now, bro. Like I've ran out of patience for this with this guy's coaching methods because he's annoying, bro. Like even the quote, yeah, that Pep Guardiola quote, he was probably being sarcastic when he
Which
said
one?
it. Someone posted a quote that was probably from a thing from when he was shouting at Jack Grealish and that. But this guy's got main character energy, bro, and I can't stand it because managers are not supposed to be the main characters. They're not meant to be. Do you know what I'm saying? And the
Bro, it
thing
did
is,
seem
yeah,
a bit performatory because he's been caught enough times doing
bro, he
that in
does
front
it
of the
all the
camera after
time,
game.
though, bro. And the thing is, yeah, you know what the crazy thing, yeah, about Pep Guardiola is? Pep Guardiola, as a footballer, was a water carrier, bro. That's what people like, bro. People think Pep Guardiola was, bro. He weren't Rodri, bro. Pep Guardiola was the dog in the team, bro. That just won the ball back for the other team, bro. This bro played with ballers like Rivaldo, Romario, Figo, R9. He was never the guy, bruv. He was the Scott Parker, bruv, of Barcelona. That's what he was. Do you know what I mean? And you're gonna sit here and try and tell Jack Grealish how to fucking attack and how to do all these other things, bro. That ain't you, innit? Let the attackers attack, bro. Like, what are you showing Jack Grealish about attacking? What can you show him? You can't show him nothing, bro. You've never taken a player on with the ball in your life. Like, certain
That's
managers need to
crazy.
know. Certain managers need to know their place, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And this is what I don't like, bro. This is what I don't like. That you weren't that kind of guy. Do you know what I mean? When I'm seeing Xabi Alonso here taking his players on set piece duties and stuff, bro, and he's still slapping it top bins, that's the kind of player he was. Do you know what I'm saying? But when you're telling Jack Grealish how he needs to receive the ball and how he needs to do these, bro, it's not your job as a manager to do that.
Yeah,
It is
players like
not,
that, they already know how to do that. Just gotta let them
bro,
cook and get them as much space as possible.
brother. Like, listen, it is not your job as a manager to be telling these kind of players how to do these things because you can't do it better than them. It doesn't make no sense. Do you understand what I'm saying? And then you're going up to players like what's his name, Doku, and hugging Doku. Doku was awful when he came on.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean? Certain players don't need to be
Grealish was actually
micromanaged.
decent when he came on.
Bro, Grealish was the only threat they had when he came on, bro. The only kind of players that need micromanaging in football are players like Scott McTominay, Conor Gallagher. These are the guys that you
Them road
micromanage.
runners.
Yeah,
Because
them
they ain't
road
got a
runners.
clue what to do.
Exactly. Those are the kind of guys that you micromanage. Make sure you're here. When the ball's over here, make sure you're next to this player. Make sure you're next to that player. You do not micromanage players like Jack Grealish. You don't micromanage players like Bernardo. These are the kind of players you don't micromanage. And this is why Pep's killed the creativity in that Man City side. So for all the possession they have possession because they're technically competent players, but they're not dangerous, bro. Because all the danger has been blunted by this manager.
I hear it.
Like, bro,
That's
look,
why
bro,
it looked like a
look,
different City team this season.
this is it, bro. Like, bro,
It's
you as
got
a
to a point where
defensive
they've been
midfielder,
overmanaged.
bro. This is it, bro. You were a defensive midfielder. Why are you telling me how to be a striker? As a manager, it's not your job to tell man how to be a striker, bro. If you wasn't one, that's not your job. You know, like that. If you don't trust players enough here to use their own initiative here, don't pick them. How about that? How about that?
Facts.
Do you know what I'm saying? Man saying Pep's coached the best attackers of this era. So what? Zlatan didn't like him. Eto'o didn't like him. Aguero didn't
Henri
like him.
didn't.
Henry didn't like him. What are we talking about? All the best attackers he's coached, none of them like him. Only Messi because he sucks Messi off. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, let's be real. All of the top attackers, yeah, didn't like this Brer, bro, for a reason.
He came in and immediately got rid of Ronaldinho.
Bro,
Said, nope, out.
Bruv, listen to what I'm saying, bro. These man didn't like him, bro. I'm speaking to you, yeah, as somebody, yeah, that has coached players, yeah, that are Mavericks. Do you know what I'm saying? And I understand what they're like, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, when you're an artist in general, when you're a creative, because these players are creative players. When you are creative, yeah, the worst thing you can do, yeah, is tell people how to do their job, how to micromanage them. People can clip this. I don't care, bro, because they don't know more ball than me, bro. They don't. So it's all right. They can clip this because they'll have their little think pieces, yeah. And then when I'm proven right, yeah, I won't get an apology. I couldn't give a shit.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I'm saying? I couldn't give a shit. When man is saying Pep created this and created that, he didn't create nothing. Let me tell you something, yeah. Footballers create themselves, bro. That's what they do. And then you get a manager to put these guys into systems, bro. What man talking about created? What did he create, bro? What did he create, bro? Man need to stop this. There's nothing new under the sun, bro. This guy played for Johan Cruyff at Barcelona, and he also played for Louis van Gaal. So what a man talking about? He didn't create nothing, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? He's got a style of play, yeah, that he has formulated from getting loads of ideas from different people, which is completely fine. But don't talk about him creating these players, bro, because these players had the technical level to play that football anyway. If he creates players, why is Doku not improving? Why is Doku shit, bro? Why has he not improved since he's been at Man City? He's rubbish, bro. Pep doesn't create these players, bro. He brings in quality players and then he fits them into his system, bro. That's what he does. That's what he does, bro. What are we talking about, bro? Who's he improved?
Shows the clubs that he's been at.
Bro, who is he improved?
Barca and Man City.
He's not improved Bernardo. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, even Erling looks worse, blood, playing in Pep's system. What are we talking about? Erling looks better at Dortmund.
Yep, that's facts.
Man don't know ball. Man want to argue with me. You can't argue. You know, like, you can't argue. Because Erling Haaland looked like a better player at
You
Dortmund.
could argue Grealish was a better player at Villa.
Grealish was a better player at Villa. What are we talking about? Man ain't improved no one. He just fits people into his system. Some people look good in it. Some people don't. He don't improve no one. Stop the lies, bro. Stop the fucking fairy tale, bro. He hasn't improved Rodri. Rodri was a good footballer anyway, bro. Like, what are we talking about? Look at Rodri's skill set, bro. Mahrez was better at Leicester.
Hear that?
Period.
Hear that?
Period. Do you know what I'm saying? All of these flair players, yeah, that play football, yeah, they're off-the-cuff players. These flair players, yeah, we need to allow them to express themselves. This is how you get the best out of these players. He doesn't do that. Everyone that plays for him is worse, bro, of that kind of mode of player. Factually. Factually, bro. It's not a debate. This bro kills creative players and he turns them into robots, bro. That's what he does. Bruv, look at the Cole Palmer that was at Man City on the left wing, yeah. Now you're seeing him at Chelsea, bro. He would have never got that freedom at Man City. He would have never got it. I never knew he was that good. Because when he played for Man City, he wasn't allowed off that right wing.
Same.
I didn't know. I didn't know he had that in him.
When I saw him Palmer, I was like, raw. I only saw him play 2 games, but all right, cool. I saw you cook Aspi once last season, so whatever, can't be too bad. That's what I'm like, wow, you let him go for Doku. You're crazy.
Bruv, these man out here chat was, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? I watched Pep Guardiola play as a player, and now I'm seeing him as a manager, bro. There's nothing new under the fucking sun, bro. This bro has had the best players in the league at every single team he's been at. And now his players aren't as good as they used to be compared to everyone else, and the gap's smaller now. That's why he can play against Arteta, yeah, his apprentice, and struggle for the whole game. Because he didn't have the players. They asked Pep, oh, how'd you break down the low block? He was like, oh, kill someone. No, just let your attacking players use their brain and create their own gaps instead of trying to micromanage them and tell Grealish where he needs to go and where he needs to be on the ball. Let him float around, find pockets of space and work it out himself. That's what footballers used to do. That's why we had players like Eden Hazard, the David Ginolas and all these guys, the Dennis Bergkamps. Do you think that Arsene Wenger was telling Bergkamp where he needs to go to receive the ball? Or he just let him play? Do you think Arsene Wenger was telling Thierry Henry where to go to receive the ball? Or do you think he just let him play?
Imagine a man telling Dennis Bergkamp how to receive the ball. That'd be hilarious, bro.
Bruv, this is what I'm trying to say. You let these players play, bruv. He don't let these players play. He's not letting Bernardo play. He moved Bernardo into the double pivot in that game, bro, and took off Kovacic. What the fuck is he doing that for? Do you know what? You took your best player further away from the goal when you needed a goal. This is what Pep does. This is what he does.
That breakup play, that's crazy.
Do you know what I'm saying? And he's doing that with the best players in the world. Like, what are you talking about? Do you know what I'm saying? I respect what Pepper's won in the game here, but let's not go on like this Bray ain't got no flaws, blood. You man are talking about this Bray like he's Jesus, bro. I don't worship no man.
Facts. That is facts.
I don't worship no man. Every man in this world has his flaws, blood. And Pep here has got main character syndrome. That's what he's got. That's why he thinks, yeah, that Man City didn't win that game because the players didn't listen to him. Nah, they didn't win the game because they listened to you. If they weren't listening to you, and if they never had your voice in the back of their head every time they got the ball, them technical players would have found a way through that Arsenal team. I promise you. I promise you. If he said to Jack Grealish, yo, go on there, yeah, and just get on the ball and just create stuff like what he done at Aston Villa, he would have found a way through that Arsenal team. Bernardo would have found a way to wriggle through that Arsenal team if you just said, yo, just get on the ball and just put pressure on them and just go for it. When we beat Liverpool, yeah, the other day in the FA Cup, all that happened was we just went for it, bro. We just wanted it more, bro. That weren't coaching. The players found a way. They found a way through that Liverpool team, bro. It wasn't
like either team went for it on Sunday.
That's what I'm saying. They didn't go for it.
As hell.
There you go. They didn't go for it, bro. Trust me, if Pep wanted to go for it, he would have taken Erling Haaland off because he was rubbish. And De Bruyne, and he would have put Alvarez up front. That's what he would have done, bro. He didn't go for it. He wanted to stay compact and then try and get KDB and Grealish to toss the ball in the box and hopefully Haaland can get a header, bro. He didn't go for it because he'll rather keep the ball for the sake of keeping the ball.
Crosses, hoping something could work out.
Well, exactly, because Pep would rather keep the ball for the sake of keeping the fucking football. He don't want to take risks. And that's why he doesn't allow his attacking players freedom, because he doesn't want to take risks. That's the real reason, bro. Do you know what I mean? So people say what he's doing is mad innovative and that. It's cowardly as well, bro. When you're playing this attacking football, yeah, you're going to concede chances. You are going to get caught in transition because it's part of taking risks of the game. Keeping everyone in areas and getting KDB out wide to toss the ball into a 6'5" striker, bro. That's not innovative. Like, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. This is not the first time we've seen it. You think this is the first time you've seen people crossing the ball into a big striker? We used to call that Stoke.
Little Route 1 football, I hear it.
That's what we used to call it.
We used to be playing Hoof It to Drogba.
Bro, and people used to say, yo, that's dusty. Now all of a sudden people are praising Pep here for just working the ball to the wing so we can toss it into the box. Like, what are we doing here?
Because he's built up such a legacy for himself. We're just gotta praise everything he does.
Fuck that, bro. I'm not here
for the most basic thing would be like, wow, look how Pep's revolutionized the sport. Bro. All that crap.
But that's why it's bullshit, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Man giving him credit. Like, where do you think he learned it from? Do you know what I mean? Like, what are you talking about, bruv? Do you know what I mean? Like, Pep's a lunatic with a great system, great players, and a lot of money. It's effective, but he can't coach a great game of football. You know what it is, yeah? He wasn't this egotistical as a player. He was like the most humble player that just played for the team and that. And bro, like the spotlight's got to man's head, bro, as a manager. And now he's moving.
Seen his recent quotes about why he speaks to players on the pitch.
That's what I'm talking about.
He said, I do it for the cameras, for my ego.
Yeah, and he's being sarcastic. Obviously, you can tell because you know Pep loves to do the sarcasm thing. And this is exactly what I'm saying. He's saying that, yeah, on the sarcasm thing. But the point is, yeah, you don't need to do that. The game has just finished, yeah. Jack Grealish has impacted the game because he helped City keep control of the game, yeah. And then you go and you're shouting at Jack. But then you're hugging Doku and he was rubbish. Like, what are you talking about? Do you know what I mean? I know that he said that in a sarcastic way and he was messing around. But the point is, yeah, he's a moron, bro. That's just what it is, bro. Because you don't do stuff like that. Because man management is important. I don't care
Mhm.
what you've won, bro. You're a moron, bro. That's just what it is. Because you do not do that to people. Because you know what it is, guys. You need to understand a lot of you lot, yeah. A lot of you lot might be younger. And also, the reason why Yaya Toure and Eto, they're saying, oh, they think that Pep's got a problem with black players. I don't think that Pep's got a problem with black players. I think Pep has a problem with man that don't allow him to take the piss out of them.
Yeah.
That's what I think. I think he's got a problem. That's why he didn't get on with Zlatan either. Even though Zlatan, you get me, them Balkan brothers are black anyway. You know them, man. They got the same kind of attitude. Like we don't take
That's why
chat like.
Henry was calm when he was happy to stand on the wing.
But that's what I'm trying, bro. When he subbed off Thierry Henry for moving, yeah, Henry still moved. Do you know what I'm saying? But the facts are, yeah, it's like anyone that he can't bad up, he don't like them, bro. And it just so happens the African players, you can't chat to them like that. And Jose knows that. Jose deals with the African players the exact opposite way to the way that Pep deals with them, because he knows, bro, he can't chat to these men like that. You can't chat to them like that, bro. Look at how Jose is with John Obi Mikel and all these other bros. And even with Balotelli and that, bro. He knows he can't chat to them the same way he chats to everyone. He knows that. Because at least he's got them people skills. Whether you like Jose or not, yeah, when you see Jose talk, you can see that he's got interpersonal skills, bro. You can see that. Pep goes on like he just don't like people, bro. He don't like people unless they're doing what he says.
Yep.
Do you know
Knowing
what I'm
that
saying?
from the start at Barca, bro. That's
And
why
that's
he got
crazy.
rid of all the free thinkers. Deco, Ronaldinho, all them man gone.
But that's what I'm trying to say, bro. And this is exactly the problem, bro. This is exactly the problem with Pep Guardiola, bro. No one's without their flaws. Jose's football wasn't the most aesthetic football, yeah, but he allowed his Mavericks, his star players, to be who they are. He always allowed it. Do you know what I'm saying? He always allowed his players to play in it. He expected them to play. He didn't coach attacking. I know for a fact Jose don't coach attacking because attacking players don't really need to be coached. They don't really need to be. They're supposed to problem solve and find the spaces and do what they're supposed to do. When he had Iron Robin on the ring, you think he was telling Iron Robin how to go past players, or do you think Jose was just like, yeah, get the ball to Robin?
Yeah, he just said get the ball into final third and then you've
Do you know
got
what
it
I mean?
there.
Could you imagine
Now you gotta
Jose
do
running
something.
up to Iron Robin on the pitch and showing him body shape and all these things and how to get past players? Robin would be looking at him like, listen, relax, big man. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, relax, big man. Do you know what I'm saying? And again, why are we acting like Pep didn't let these man? This is how I know that you don't have a clue what you're talking about. Because Xavi and Iniesta, yeah, brother. Iniesta was playing on the wing, bruv. Was it Iniesta a winger? Bro, this brother, I swear this brother, yeah, went and got one of the best strikers in the world, yeah, from Valencia and was playing him on the left wing, bro.
Yeah, David Villa was. David
If
Villa
I'm
was, yeah.
lying, bro, if I'm lying, I'm dying, bro.
Yeah, David Villa was definitely. He was doing wing shifts.
Bruh,
Eto was doing wing
bruh,
shifts.
what you
Henri was
talking
doing wing
about?
shifts.
Bro, listen, I'm a student of this game of football, bro. Like, I don't have a life, so don't argue with me. Do you know what I mean? I don't have a life. Football's my life, so don't argue with me. I've seen every Barcelona team, yeah, from Johan Cruyff going forward. Don't argue with me. Do you know what I'm saying? Don't argue with me about this.
For real.
Don't argue with me about this, because that was, bro, that was one of the teams I never missed, bro. Romario, R9, Rivaldo, Ronaldinho, all of them Brazilian, man. I didn't miss one Barcelona. So, bro, don't argue with me. Don't argue with me. That's crazy. Man had Yaya Toure playing centre-back, and you want to argue with me about Pep? Don't do that.
Yeah, I remember that.
Don't do that. You know what I do?
A
You man
Toure
really want to do
centre-back
that?
shift.
Yaya Toure centre-back. You want to argue with me about Pep? Don't do it.
I remember there was this one centre-back who did like 2 long balls to Zlatan and he scored from one of them, but they took him off at half-time because he didn't follow the team plan.
Yeah, don't argue with me about it. It's crazy. Don't do it.
I forgot his name. He was there for like a season or something.
Fuck knows.
I'm sure one of you man will know in the chat.
Bro, man can't argue with me about these things, bro. I'll be real. Yaya at centre-back is fuckeries. That's what that is. That's a crime against football. And this is the problem. This is the problem. This is the problem. But because he wins trophies, you man want to overlook what's right in your face. One of the best centre midfielders that we've ever seen in the Premier League was playing centre back for Pep Guardiola, and you man are just gonna overlook that.
It's just because it's easy to make lazy narratives now,
bro. It's because them man think that he's perfect, bro. These man want to worship people, bro. This is the problem. This is why we live in the era of man having other footballers' faces as their display picture, bro. Because man are just out here worshiping people, bro. Don't worship no humans, bro.
Facts.
Don't worship human beings, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? It's a sin. Don't do that. I don't worship Pep Guardiola because this guy is a flawed guy, bro. That's had a lot of money and the best players in the world to win football matches. And when he doesn't have the best players, yeah, bro, you saw what happened. You saw what happened. Rodri got injured and all of a sudden they lost 3 games in a month. Why didn't he coach his way out of that?
Hey, uncomfortable conversations, bro.
Why didn't he coach his way out of that? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you think this guy's without
centre back too.
Bruv, listen, this guy
I remember that one.
Yeah, this guy thinks he's without flaw, without challenges, bro. Nah, this guy is a madman playing Alvarez in the 10. Alvarez ain't never been a 10. Why are you playing Alvarez in the 10 for? And you got Foden, you got Bernardo, but you're playing Alvarez there. Bernardo at left back.
His own hype too much. I could
Bernardo at left back, bruv.
Make it work.
And then he does one thing, yeah. And then he does one thing. He puts John Stones in midfield, and it actually works out. And now everyone's like, all right, cool. This guy's invented something new, bro. Like, bro, nah. Football doesn't work like that. John Stones is a competent defender and good on the ball. He always was good on the ball. That's why he cost how much money he cost. John Stones was a star boy, blood. John Stones, I think he cost like 60 mil or something. Like, John Stones wasn't no fun. He wasn't no scrub, bro.
We were looking at him from like 2015. We just didn't offer enough money.
But John Stones was a superstar when he broke through, bro. And this is the problem. There's nothing new under the sun. Their man spent 100 million nearly on Vardio. Like, do you know what I'm saying? And he had a good game at left back against Saka. Like, Pep didn't discover nothing new. He cost 100 million, broski. Like, what are we doing? And this is what people want to do. People want to give man credit, yeah, for the players. Nah, give the manager credit for managing and give the players credit for playing football. Too many people want to take away the credit from these footballers and give it to the manager, bro. Don't do that. Because the manager doesn't play. And this is the problem with modern football fans. They think the manager plays football. He don't play football. But he picks the players. But when the manager's got 16 players that are top class, yeah, what the fuck do you expect other than them to win football matches? What do you expect? This is why I have more respect for managers like Gary O'Neill. I have more respect for managers like the Luton manager. Because this bread don't have the players that
Rob
Pep
Edwards.
has. Yeah, Rob Edwards, that's the one. Playing good football. That's why I have respect for the Zerbi. Fuck the trophies. To be playing the football he's playing with the players he's playing.
Respect when he was at Brighton.
Bro, this is what I'm saying. This is exactly why we had to respect Graham Potter. And this is why, to a certain extent, yeah, even though Newcastle ain't doing amazing, Eddie Howe, bro, Newcastle still mashing. They're scoring goals. Even though they're conceding and that, they're scoring bare goals.
Yep. You know they're dying fighting. They're not going out of a whimper half the time.
But that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, they're going for it, bro. And this is the point.
Even Ange. Ange is another one.
Bro, Postecoglou.
No one expected Tottenham to be even around 5th start
of the
season.
This is what I'm saying, bro. And that's it, bro. I rate Pep very highly. I still think Pep, yeah, is the best coach here that we've seen here in modern football. He is. But this brother, being a coach and a manager is not the same thing. His managing is questionable, bro. He's managing with players and also his decision making with these substitutions and that is questionable, bro. Questionable. And that's why I said the same thing about Arteta. The man can coach. Do you know what I'm saying? Now we need to see the management. Now we need to see the management, bro. God forbid Pep gets hold of Pochettino, bro. Because he's one of the last footballers we got left. We can't let Pep get hold of him because he's dead.
Yeah, he ain't going to be able to do any of them flair moves.
Pep will turn him into a donkey. Do you know what I'm saying?
He's doing up box to box. Just drive ball forward, pass it sideways.
Coaching and managing is not the same and it never will be the same. And if you don't understand the difference, then that's for you to acquire that knowledge. It's for you to acquire that knowledge. Because coaching and managing is not the same, bro. People like Harry Redknapp and them man are managers. Them man are not coaches. They're not coaches. Postecoglou is a manager and a coach. That's why I like him. And you can see the man management come across in the press conferences by the way he deals with the press and the way he comes across. That's a manager. Jose is a manager. But his lack of coaching, in certain aspects is the reason why his style of play hasn't translated to the modern game, because the modern game is a coach's game now. It's tactic for tactic. That's what the modern game is now. It's like a chess match.
So to a point, you can only give them freedom to a certain extent now. It's not the same as 20 years ago.
But that's it. You can't give everyone freedom now in the modern game. But choosing the right players to give freedom is paramount.
So for our squad, like, we can't have too much freedom. You see what's happening now. We're too individualistic.
Yeah, exactly. Your players don't need freedom. They need someone to coach them now, because you've got the ability. But because there's too much freedom, it's a bit scattergun and it's unpredictable. So now you need to bring a coach in to make a bit more predictability, bring the patterns in. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's why you need both. That's why you need a coach and a man manager. And if you can have a good number two and a good manager, you can have the manager like Sir Alex Ferguson to manage and the coach to do the tactics. And then you get the perfect blend. When you got Queiroz and then you've got Ferguson, then you have that Man United team of Rooney, Ronaldo, Tevez that absolutely dissected.
We had Steve Holland and Mourinho back in the day. That was it.
But that's what I'm saying. You need a balance.
Tuchel and Anthony Barry.
You always need a balance, bro. And that's exactly what it is, bro. Like, it's one of them ones. You man know I rate Pep highly as a coach, but his man management skills, there's too many players, too many top players that don't like this guy. Too many. Way too many. Do you know what I'm saying?
For Alex, he only had a few. Only had a few that he fell out with.
Bro, Sir Alex Ferguson only really fell out with players, once he got rid of them, kind of thing. You know them, man. That's what it was.
Yeah, man, like Roy Keane.
And it's how he got, but him and Roy Keane are two peas in a pod, bro. They're exactly the same person. That's why they don't get on. Do you know what I mean? It's like looking in the mirror, bro. They're both assholes, innit? That's just what it is. So they couldn't get along. Big egos, fiery tempers. That's why they didn't get along. Do you know what I mean? And Roy Keane said, I'll be cool with him, but he's got to apologize. You know, Ferguson ain't apologizing. So it was always going to be a standoff. It was always going to be a standoff. Do you see what I'm trying to say? So it's one of them ones where when you look at these guys, there's flaws in all of them. But the Pep Guardiola thing is, there's not many top players, like what we would call Mavericks, that have gone to play for Pep Guardiola and enjoyed it. Only Messi's the only player that you can say, all right, cool, Messi's a Maverick. But also, Messi grew up in the Barcelona system. So to a certain degree, Lionel Messi was born into that football. So he almost doesn't count. Let's talk about the players that he bought and he brought in from other clubs. He's ruined pretty much all of them.
Fabregas, that's another one. He went there and he failed. And started playing him at false nine at certain points.
Bro, let's talk about the players that Pep brought in. Take Messi out of it because he didn't bring him in. Pep would have coached Lionel Messi in the youth team.
Yeah.
Apart from Messi, who? Name an attacker that's gone and thrived under Pep Guardiola. As in they were better under Pep than they were for someone else. What, Raheem Sterling? You could argue that Sterling at Liverpool was better than the Sterling at City. He just scored goals at City.
Yeah, they just got Sterling into the right position 9 times out of 10.
Bro, listen, no one can answer. No one can answer. Do you know what I'm saying? Nah, not Lewandowski. Someone saying Sané. That's debatable. We saw some amazing Leroy Sané at Man City, but it wasn't because of freedom. It was because Sané. Do you get me? And then, all right, cool, Sterling.
Yeah, Sané just had insane dribbling back at that time.
Insane dribbling, but I think that injuries is the reason why Leroy Sané doesn't look the same. I don't think it's necessarily the system.
Yeah, I hear that.
That's what I mean, bro. Man, you man are struggling. This guy's coached Thierry Henry, Zlatan. Do you know what I'm saying? David Villa. All of these ballers. And you're naming me these dusty players like Raheem. This is proving my point. Proving my point.
When I say Jesus, but like his first couple months at Arsenal, like that was different.
Bruv, Gabriel Jesus, yeah, looks like a better player at Arsenal. He's just not getting the GA that he got at City. Because City create more chances. That's all it is. So you can say that I've got an agenda, but I've just put forward the evidence and you can't argue it.
I'm really trying to wrap my head, you know.
Bro, and this is the beauty of having football discourse here online. Because if I tweeted this, I'd have bare morons.
Yeah, you'd be getting killed in the quotes. It's like,
people
right, saying Guardiola can't coach attackers.
There you go. That's what I'd be getting. And this is why having an actual
L
conversation.
takes and all that BS.
Bro, and again, Pedro, man. Like, Pedro was... Oh, bro, I never rated Pedro like that, bro. Pedro was just like, Do you know what I'm saying?
Now, Pedro's decent.
Yeah,
Pedro's
but that's
decent,
all he was, bro. Do you know what I mean? Pedro wasn't flair blood. He just had dribbling, yeah, and just tenacity. Pedro was like...
And a really good weak foot. You could play him on either side.
Yeah, but Pedro was just like fucking a Spanish Anthony Gordon, bruv, with a bit more tech, bruv. You know them ones there? That's all it was, bruv. Pedro was... I never rated Pedro, man. Like, Pedro was just... Do you know what I'm saying?
I said Alexis. Nah, man. Sanchez at Arsenal was clear.
Yeah, Pedro was just decent, bruv. Like, the Pedro gas is... Yeah, I can't lie. He's just an energy merchant, bruv. He just ran around. Do you know what I mean? And that's why Pep liked him as well. Do you know what I'm saying? Just like...
He could do more of the dog work for the likes
Yeah,
of Messi.
he was a dog, man, Pedro. That's all he was. Like, man saying in the
He was a techie dog. I'll say that.
Yeah, that's it. He was just a techie dog, like Anthony Gordon, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just a dog, man. Like, Pedro's... Nah, he's not it, bro. I can't lie. And that's what I mean. A man would have been quote tweeting me chatting shit, you know. This is the beauty of having these kind of conversations. It's the beauty of having these kind of conversations because you can't have these conversations in 140 characters or however many characters there are now. Do you know what I'm saying?
Robin, like, what was the manager before him? Was it
Ranieri?
No.
Oh, you're talking about Chelsea? Oh,
no, Bayrn.
Yeah, yep. Henkes won everything, and then Pep came in.
Yeah, like that would have been prime Robin.
Yeah,
even compared to one with Guardiola, it would have been more then.
100.
Yeah, there's nobody.
There's no one. There you go.
Nobody.
And there you go. There's the Pep myth. This is the Pep myth debunked with Rants, bro. Fraudiola does it again, bro. I'm telling you, Pep, yeah, is amazing at getting 9 out of 10 players, yeah, and getting 7 out of 10 from them every week in his little stupid possession system, bro. That's just what it is, bro. I'm tired of it now. I'm actually tired of it now, bro. Do you know what I mean? Because even Foden, bro, like, bro, you got Arsenal fans after the game saying, "Oh, where's Foden? Where's Foden?" Bro, you didn't see him because he's just doing cardio. That's what happens when you play for Pep. He's doing cardio. He uses Foden and Bernardo like McFred, bro. That's how he uses them. He doesn't use them to their strengths. He uses them to the strengths of his system.
No, I remember City fans all used to tell me, like, what was his name? Bernardo Silva was their N'Golo Kante. And I'm thinking, why is he even being used like a Kante?
That's how he uses him, though. He does.
I'm thinking, why?
Bro, we're giving Bernardo Silva, yeah, credit for his work rate and his tackling and his tenacity. The guy's an elite baller. And we're talking about this guy like he's a dog. Nah,
it's crazy when you really deep it.
Bruv. Yeah, bruv. Nah, listen, bruv. Pep's doing some terrorist things on the sly, but he's doing it in the guise of playing this amazing football, but he's doing some bullshit. Nah,
it's because when he's with a team like that, it's kind of like he can afford to do it.
100%.
I'm just running up experiments and everything. Let's see how I can make this difficult for me and still win the league.
Doing all that to carry scrubs like Erling, bro. Do you know what I mean? So he's getting Foden and Bernardo to carry the team and do all the extra shit. So Erling can walk around and do nothing. This is just what it is. So yeah, bro, it's uncomfortable conversations, but bro, this is what we're here for. This is what we're here for.
Real.
We got everyone inside. You know what I'm saying? Man's back at 6:30 with Flawless for Red Talk. What you got coming up, my bro?
Either I'm doing a watch along or I'm probably gonna react to this Gilchrist contract extension because this is just a PR move because I don't understand this for the life of me. But hey, we've shown that we can give shorter contracts to other players, so no one can pretend we could have given Mason Mount or Gallagher what they want. It's up to them whether they agree with the contract length or not. But yeah, there'll be some sort of stream later today. And yeah, just Chelsea fans, keep praying we get a result on Thursday, innit?
Straight. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, well, big up everyone inside. I'm gonna redirect to the stream of League now. It's at 5 o'clock today. I got physio now, so I'm going physio, and then I'll be back for the show with Lee people. So make sure you smash the likes on the way out, bro. We got nearly 1.2k in here. We don't even have 500 likes. It's a shambles. Do you know what I mean? The likes help the channel grow, helps with the algorithm. Closing in on 91,000, which we should hit today. Do you know what I'm saying? Road to 100k is on. And yeah, I will see you guys at 5.